An ambitious document over 200 pages long, the 2020 Master Plan proposes a network of wider roads and more flyovers to reduce traffic. These mega projects involve heavy costs to make Karachi more vehicle-friendly.
Every day we include 300, 600 new cars. Just imagine after 3 years today, if we did not do something in Karachi as far as infrastructure development is concerned, what would have been the condition of Karachi today? Karachi would have been a choked city.
Look, the Karachi Strategic Development Plan, it is not a master plan. Many of the principles that it lays down are good, solid principles. But a plan is as good as the institutions that implement it.
The CDGK has made a concerted effort to transform the city's landscape with expressways, underpasses, and one of the newest devices, parking lots in the city centers. With the construction of elevated expressways, there is always the danger that what lies beneath these colossal structures may in time transform into neglected slum colonies, a hotbed of crime and drug abuse. Take the example of the Gizri flyover that is currently under construction. This not only plunges the entire Gizri marketplace into darkness, but gives illegal activities leeway to commence undetected.
The city government's solution began with an idea, a vision for the city. But every solution comes at a price.
Widening the roads and building underpass and overpasses can be done in a relatively shorter period of time.
And what we have done, we have given the 10 years breathing space to Pakistanis and Karachiites by coming up with an innovative ideas and innovative development work like signal-free corridors.
If I have a bus available standing, you see, why would I take my car out? I would just leave it at home. And if everybody goes for that, you see, you can suddenly reduce the number of vehicles on the roads. And if the number of vehicles are reduced on the roads, you don't need flyovers and bridges, you see.
Recent economic growth has allowed millions more access to car financing and loans. As a result, traffic in Karachi city has been spiraling out of control. 502 vehicles were added to Karachi's roads every day during the financial year 2006-2007. This means that loans worth $1.8 billion were issued for this investment, which could easily have been utilized instead for the improvement of public transport systems.
Immediate relief we can bring by bringing in buses. I agree to some extent. You see, this is not the only solution to it, that we start building bridges and we start having flyovers.
What kind of public transport system would prove to be the solution to citizens' apathetic attitude towards using a bus or train instead of a car?
I think if the buses are comfortable, if they are affordable, who would want to spend hours sitting in a car?
यहाँ पे ये कि ट्रेन के लिए तो आपको सिटी स्टेशन ये इधर-उधर जाना पड़ेगा। बसें हर जगह से हर जगह मिल जाती हैं।
किसी भी बस पे आप चले जाएं, आप ये देख लें कि जो सीटें उनकी बनी हुई है बिल्कुल नाकिस हैं, फटी हुई हैं और इंसानों को बकरियों की तरह, भेड़ों की तरह उठा के बस के अंदर भर देते हैं।
Besides the bus transit system, the master plan also includes the revival of the already existing circular railway system.
The existing circular railway system runs around the main commercial areas of the city.
We've been planning, thinking since 1958. We've gone in circles. We still haven't come to a viable conclusion.
Two proposals to revive and extend the Karachi Circular Railway were submitted in the 70s. Both were shelved. More recently, in 2005, efforts to revive the KCR began once again, this time with a little more trepidation.
All along the KCR, you have formal sector encroachments, formal sector housing colonies, warehouses, factories by the Awami Markaz. These are not low-income settlements that you can just throw out like dirt. This is something that is not discussed. All that is discussed is there are these low-income settlements. It's not true. Low-income settlements are only 28% of the length.
The revival of the KCR has been an upward battle for the city government and the citizens of Karachi for the past 30-odd years. These are desperate times, and in desperate times, short and long-term measures must be taken on an immediate basis in order to curb the problem from growing exponentially.
If the KCR was to be revitalized, since the tracks and stations are fixed assets, the city government would save on the earthwork, track, bridges, station buildings, staff quarters, etc. If a government subsidy could be obtained, perhaps the price of travel would be affordable enough for the average commuter.
The present proposal, if you look at it, it will not be economic. If the present KCR is developed, it will cater to no more than about 1.5% of the total trips generated in Karachi.
The URC's proposal argued that the circular railway already connected the 5 major work areas of the city, as well as the inner city residential areas. They deduced that if the 19 kilometers of extensions were added to the railway line, about 80% of Karachiites would live within 2 kilometers of its track.
It's very strategically located. If you can extend it into the suburbs, it will probably cater to about 6% or even more perhaps, I don't know. But that's a sizable number.
There is no doubt that the circular railway has its pros and cons. But either way, it cannot cater to the commuting needs of over 16 million people alone. This is where the rapid bus transit system, suggested by the mayor of Bogota, comes in.
A new concept in sustainable urban transport, the introduction of a bus rapid transit system, the BRTS, is in the pipeline. The project envisages the construction of 11 corridors, creating a network of bus stops that resemble railway tracks. Like a rail network, the buses will be allocated a separate lane on all routes, on which no other transport will be allowed. The BRTS buses will be environmentally friendly, running on CNG with a capacity of 160 people. Special CNG stations with high filling pressure are required at each terminal so that tank refills will only take 2 minutes.
The creation of a bus rapid transit system is a long-term goal of the master plan, as well as city planner Arif Hassan's solution.
Busways offer a better option. They would cost about 2.5 million US dollars per kilometer as opposed to 30 million US dollars per kilometer for the light rail.
The bus rapid transit system comprehensive plan has already been developed through a detailed study that is being initiated through the financial assistance of Asian Development Bank.
Mass transit is not just one thing like rail based or bus based. It has to be an integrated, consolidated a strategic plan. If you just take out one thing like bus rapid transport system is not there, your mass transit system will not be completed. It's a mix of bus, rail and metro, everything.
The fight for power between the provincial government and local governments lies at the crux of the issue. And a lack of coordination and cooperation has left proposals collecting dust on office desks and mega projects left on the back burner.
We have in fact brought the companies who were willing to do these mass transit system with their own money, like on BOT. Sovereign guarantee cannot be given by the city government or provincial government. They want to have the sovereign guarantee from the federal government. Now, federal government is not ready and willing to chip in their sovereign guarantee for this mass transit system. And neither they have even reacted on that mass transit system's proposal, whatever we have submitted, and nobody has even contacted us. This question needs to be asked from them. This is my question actually. This is what I have been asking from the federal government. Why? We generate 68% of the whole country's revenue from the city. We are the backbone for it. We don't keep it to ourselves. We share it with the whole nation. We share it with the whole Pakistani government. Whatever is happening in Lahore, Punjab, Sialkot and Peshawar and Quetta, it's our money.
The provincial government or the federal government should come to their help if there is a problem of funds. It's basically the responsibility of the local government.
At the same time, private transport owners are highly skeptical of the government.
ये एक अच्छी प्रपोजल है, अच्छा निज़ाम सामने आने वाला है, लेकिन इसमें जब तक फेडरल गवर्नमेंट अपनी दिलचस्पी नहीं लेगी तब तक ये कामयाब होगा.
While the government feels they are at the mercy of the transporters' whims.
Basically, the government is trying to woo these transporters, and I don't think so that will be, possible.
हड़तालें होती हैं, एक दिन पहले हमारी गाड़ियाँ जलाई जाती हैं, गवर्नमेंट हमें कंपनसेट नहीं करती. हमें गलत समझा गया है कि हम शायद कोई माफिया है या हम गवर्नमेंट की ट्रांसपोर्ट को या किसी को चलने नहीं देते. ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है.
Transport mafia will just fizzle out, if there's an alternate available.
Finding a central body that is proactive and independent of all stakeholders seems to be the only real solution to moving forward in appeasing commuters and alleviating congested roads.
There has to be a consensus between them. Not only a consensus that you are going to have a system, but a consensus on what that system is going to be, how it's going to be financed, who is going to run it. Unless that is done, this problem is not going to be solved.
Every solution is as good as the institution that implements it, implementation being key. In Pakistan, it seems that what we lack is not the presence of an institution, but one that is proactive and effective.
When we come back, Sameer Hudboy gives us our third and final solution.